What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the TheJJSerg, coming at you with another video. We are here for Noob League Sports, and I am here with the one and only Joshua Joven. Thank you for coming here, Josh.
Thank you for having me, Jay.
And for those of you that don't know, Joshua Joven was featured on the Noob Basketball Association Season 2 Noob Bachelor Series for Sean, where Joshua Joven was the first ever noob of the game.
Look, I'm not saying that I'm better than these guys, but I'm just kidding. I do want to start by saying that this is just for fun, right? We're gonna be critiquing these guys. That being said, these guys are all better than me because they actually show up every week. So I'll start there. I'll start a little humble. I'm going to call myself humble because I'm humble.
Joshua Joven's being humble, but he has a career average of 4 points, 2 field goal makes per game on 50% from 2-point land. He also averages 2.5 rebounds per game and half an assist per game, which is pretty impressive to me.
You flatter me, Jay. Thank you.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about Josh. We're here to talk about the Noob Basketball Association Season 3 and the games 1 through 10 recap.
And what a 10 games they were. And what a storyline, let me say, throughout these first 10 games. Very, very, very good players. We saw some good basketball. And let's get into it.
For sure, let's go. All right, Josh, for our first topic of the night, who has impressed you the most overall these past 10 games?
I think there are 3 people who stand out to me. 1, Andre Manuel. 2, Nathan Hapin. And 3, Sean Rimando. Now let me start with Sean Rimando because he had one of the most impressive performances I've seen out of the 10 games. In game 8, Sean Rimando scored 6 points and had 2 assists and probably had my favorite play in the entirety of all 10 games. When Nathan saved the ball from out of bounds, and he saved it, he caught it, and he no-look pass to Nathan for an absolute dime for Nathan to score that layup. And man, oh man, he turned around, he looked at the camera because he knew, man, that was probably one of my most favorite plays. And the other 2 players, Nathan Hapin and Andre, just consistently 2 of the best players in the game. Andre, first of all, he grabbed 6 boards a game. That is so many. He also averages 2 points and 0.83 blocks, which is a lot. When he's down there, nobody wants to shoot a layup. And if you can give him the ball in the post, automatic points. And Nathan, how much time do we have? Because that kid is probably one of, if not the best player in this league. He averages 5 points a game, 5.6 points a game. And he's won 6 out of 8 of his matchups. Crazy. On crazy efficiency, too. He shoots 55% field goal percentage. This kid is something else, let me tell you.
Nothing against those 3 players. Sean Rimando, he had my favorite play of the season in his Game 3 performance, where he spun against Nathan Hapin, pump faked on JoJo Cruz, shot a 15-footer. Nathan Hapin, I'll give you. He has 5 Noob of the games, 6 wins.
Best player in the league.
Maybe best player in the league. And Andre Manuel, he is leading the league in blocks, as you say. He is leading the league in rebounds with 6 rebounds a game. But I'm going to give you 3 other players that deserve their flowers. The 3 most impressive players for me are JoJo Cruz, Ryan Dickerson, and a fellow Joshua Egros. JoJo Cruz is currently leading the league in offensive rebounds with 19 total offensive rebounds in the past 10 games. And Ryan Dickerson, he's a fellow noob of the game, takes a ton of shots, and he dishes it out. And Joshua Egros, he had 14 rebounds in his first 2 games of the season.
That's crazy.
He is an impressive man.
As one of the smaller players out there, that is impressive. All out effort. I'll give you that.
Pound for pound, give me Joshua Egros.
Over who? Over anybody?
Over anybody. Pound for pound, because Even though he's the shortest guy there, he provides the most hustle.
Okay.
And the three things that are most impressive to me are that on every Wednesday night, I can rely on these three players to give me passion, to give me hustle, and to give me grit.
Okay.
On a Wednesday pickup game.
Yeah.
All for their love of the game. Those are my three most impressive players in the past 10 games.
All right.
Josh.
Okay, Jay. If those are your most impressive players so far, then who's your early season most valuable noob of the year?
Probably Nathan. I mean, come on, guys. Nathan Hapin has 5.63 points per game.
Okay.
He is leading the league in points, and every team he's on, he scores half their points.
Okay.
What can you do about that? In addition, as you said, he has 55% field goal percentage. That means if he's taking it up, it's a coin toss if it's going in. And he has a rigged coin.
That's good. That's good. So we're just glazing Nathan here, huh?
Of course. Even though he's one of the smaller guards in the league, he's getting about 3 rebounds a game, which is middle of the pack of the league. He's leading the league in steals, so he's going to steal from you, run across the court, get an easy layup, then trash talk your ass walking back to the court. And he is leading the league in efficiency with 8.38 efficiency points per game. And efficiency, if you guys don't know, is everything you do good on the court minus everything you do bad on the court. So if he's getting 8.38 points per efficiency, he's doing a lot of good things.
Okay.
And he is just a good player.
All right, Jay. Let me one-up you right here. Because I know that we've been glazing Nathan for the past couple minutes. And I know even myself said earlier that he might be the best player in the league. But my most valuable noob is someone different. Yeah. It's actually Andre Manuel. Yeah. And here's why. 1, he leads the league in rebounds. He leads the league in blocks. He does all the little things that don't show up on the box score. Nathan's a flashy player. I'll give you that. But all I'm saying is that if I had the first pick in a draft and I had to pick from all these people, I'd pick Andre 10 times out of 10. Every single time. Exactly. Yup. I would pick him every single time. All I'm saying is if I had to shoot a free throw to be on somebody's team, I want to be on the team that Andre's on. So whether he missed the free throw, I'm missing it too. If he makes it, I want to make it. I want to be on that guy's team. I think he's the most valuable noob of the year. And while we're talking about Andre, he's also my pick for Defensive Noob of the Year as well. For all the reasons that I just stated before.
Andre is a good defensive player. He's also the biggest guy in the court. So you expect that out of him.
Exactly.
He's leading the league in blocks. But it's a tie. He's tied with Jacob Jiggy Dollar Canete. My brother.
No.
Jacob and Andre are leading the league with 5 total blocks in the past 10 games.
Okay.
Andre, what is he, like 7 feet? Come on now. He's supposed to get these blocks.
Exactly.
He's supposed to.
Yeah.
And he only got 5. Jacob is half his height, half his size, has the same amount of blocks. In addition to being half his size, Jacob has 17 rebounds to Andre's 26 defensive rebounds.
Oh, so Andre has more.
He has more. But if he's half his size, he should be at this pace, have 34 rebounds.
So you're saying pound for pound.
Pound for pound, Jacob Canete is my defensive noob of the year. Why? 5 blocks.
Because he's your brother?
No. Quishaw's my cousin. You don't see me as my defensive noob of the year. Come on now.
Come on now.
We ain't talking about Quishaw. We ain't talking about Quishaw.
We have not talked about
if it was real about family, I'd put myself there. Because without me, none of these people making points. Come on now. Yeah. Jacob Canete is tied for most blocks in the past 10 games. He has 17 defensive rebounds to Andre's 26, which is not that far. And he has more steals than Andre.
It's just Jacob just doesn't show up on the eye test.
then you ain't watching. You ain't watching. But I'm telling you, if the league tracked field goal percentage when you're guarding a player, Jacob Canete would have the best opposing field goal percentage.
No. Disagree.
Hey, are you enjoying the show? Make sure to give a like and comment down below your thoughts on the analysis. Hit the subscribe button to help me make more videos like these. Check out my public Tableau page, where you can see more in-depth analysis and more overview of the various charts and graphs shown in the video. You can download the Noob Basketball Association data from my Google Sheets, where you can decide and analyze your very own most valuable noob of the year. Links in the description down below. And with that, let's get on with the show.
All right, Josh. So our league is called the Noob Basketball Association. Very similar to the National Basketball Association. So you can kind of see the comparisons we have between our leagues.
Yes. Yeah.
For our top 5 players, all of which have earned at least one noob of the game in the past 10 games.
Okay.
Those of which are Nathan Hapin, Andre DeManuel, Sean Albaran, Ryan Dickerson, and Sean Rimando.
Okay.
Who in the NBA, past or present, would you compare to our top 5 noob players?
All right. Okay. Great question. I think we'll go in order. We'll start with Nathan, and let me tell you a little story. All right? Because years back, maybe 5-10 years ago, I asked him who he thought the best player to ever play the game was. And he didn't tell me the usual. He didn't tell me LeBron. He didn't tell me Steph. He didn't even tell me Michael Jordan. You know what he told me? He said the best player to ever play the game basketball was Oscar Robertson. Yeah. And you know what? I think he models his game after him. He plays, he fills up the stat sheet. He can score, he can assist, he can rebound. And you know what? He can shoot threes, which I don't think Oscar Robertson didn't do. So you know what? He's better. He's better than Oscar Robertson. Just kidding. No, he's not. He's not. But he does model his game around him. And I see a little shades of De'Aaron Fox as well. Just with his speed and his creativity with the ball. Those are 2 people that I think kind of he resembles the most out of anyone in the NBA. What about you?
For sure. I like the Oscar Robertson comparison. I was there when Nathan Hapin told us
the blasphemy
that Oscar Robertson is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Nothing against Oscar Robertson. It's just that you got to do more than get a triple-double to get my nod as the GOAT of basketball.
Yeah.
But I will say that Nathan Hapin, if there ever was a triple-double in the Noob Basketball Association, I think Nathan Hapin would get the first.
I mean, triple singles every night.
And I like the De'Aaron Fox. I think Nathan Hapin is the quickest, fastest, most agile player, most athletic player in our league. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to give you 2 other names. I'm going to go with Steve Nash and Gary Payton. Nathan Hapin is leading the league in assists. In addition, Nathan Hapin is shooting 55% from the field and 48% from three-point land. Nathan Hapin is leading the league in steals. He has 2 steals a game.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about a glove, Nathan Hapin has 2. Come on now.
Yeah. That's how gloves work. Okay, all right. Well, then moving on. What about Andre DeManuel? For me, I think he reminds me mostly of Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal. Like I said, he gets those boards, and most importantly, when he's down the paint, you give him the rock, it's automatic. Very, very Shaq-like in his game. He's the biggest guy on the court, and he does all those things. So for me, he reminds me mostly of Shaq.
For sure. I think for me, though, Andre DeManuel is Tim Duncan, personality-wise. Night in, night out, Andre DeManuel puts his head down, goes to work. Puts his butt down low. Hook shot, money.
Yeah.
Fade away, bang.
Yeah.
Drop step. Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Andre Manuel, even after the game, after our post-game interviews, he's going back and forth doing suicides on the baseline.
Wow. Okay.
He puts his work in, night out.
Hey.
Every Wednesday night, you can rely on him and his dependability.
Sure. So
and as you say,
the best ability is availability.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. So would you say he's the most valuable noob of the year?
Oh, for sure not.
All right. We'll agree to disagree. But now let's start talking about someone that we should talk about, that we both know very, very well. We're actually both best men at his wedding. Sean Albaran. Quishan, as you say. And we all know Sean's favorite player is Steph Curry. So clearly, he tries to model his game after Steph Curry. But like I said, he tries. But honestly, he does play like Steph Curry. He models his game after him. But I really want him to play more like LeBron. Because LeBron can shoot threes too. But Sean's a big guy out there. And he can get to the rim whenever he wants. And, Sean's got good vision. He's got a good basketball IQ. Probably the best basketball IQ out of everyone there. So I think if he just played more like LeBron, he'd be a lot better in this league. He's already great in this league. He's a top 5 player. He could definitely take Nathan's spot. But if we're being serious though, and putting out the best player of the games, Sean's game, I feel like, mostly resembles Boris Diaw. And I think he would hate that. I think he'd definitely hate if I said that. But you know what? He's very Boris Diaw-like, He's a big guy, playmaker. He plays out of position a lot of times. And you know what? He can't shoot the three, like Sean. So if there's the closest NBA comparison, it wouldn't be Steph, even though he models his game after it. It wouldn't be LeBron, because he definitely doesn't play like LeBron. I think it would be more like Boris Diaw.
Wow. I have no comments for that.
Why?
Because I'm not familiar with Boris Diaw's game, but I definitely agree with you. Sean tries to play like Steph when he really should be playing like LeBron. If he was playing like LeBron, he'd be the moving, he'd be the Dinati, he'd be the MIP,
okay.
He'd be the Not G,
God.
He'd win every award.
He'd win every award. Okay.
But yeah, I'm not going to go so far as to say he's Boris Diaw. I think that's disrespectful to Boris Diaw. Come on. But in seriousness, Sean Albaran's tendencies reminds me of a Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Next on our list is Ryan Dickerson.
Okay.
And for me, Ryan Dickerson has a lot of volume.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of assists.
Yeah.
To me, that's James Harden.
Yeah.
Ryan Dickerson can shoot from downtown. He has the handles to get to the hole. And he has the vision to get you the ball when you need it.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I was thinking more. Yeah, James Harden's a good comparison. I liked the Russell Westbrook comparison a little bit more, just because he's a very fast guy out there. He can't dunk like Russ, but no one really can. But yeah, he does need that volume to get going for sure. But he definitely does fill up the stat sheets when he's playing.
And our last player, your favorite player,
Ah.
Sean Rimando. Who do you say?
So I will compare one thing. When he was playing that Game 8, he was Karl Malone and Nathan was John Stockton. It was just the perfect balance of Nathan being able to feed him and him being able to score. Sean Rimando could not miss.
He could.
And
not.
if he was able to play like Game 8 every single game, he would have as many points as Karl Malone. I'll give you that.
No disagreement here. Game 8 Sean is probably
Unbeatable.
One of the best players in our league. Unbeatable. But I'll give you 2 other players. I couldn't decide when I was looking at the questions for Sean Rimando.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you 2.
Okay.
For me, Sean Rimando reminds me of Timberwolves Al Jefferson or Memphis Grizzlies Zach Randolph. When Sean Rimando got it in the block, there's no stopping this man. He uses his body, gets position, jump hook, money. Other jump hook, his jump hook is game.
Yeah.
It's game.
Yeah.
And when he needs it, he has a 3-point bag with multiple game winners from downtown. Sean Rimando, man, He is a bad man.
Bad man. Now that we've gone over these comparisons, do you have any advice for any of these players in the league for their play style?
For me, there's one player I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Gian. Gian, he hasn't been having a really good stretch of 10 games. And I think it's just his shot. It's there's something going on.
Falling.
It's just not falling.
Yeah.
He's been wide open a couple times, and it's just unlucky bounces.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I want to see him use his size more often.
Okay.
He has a lot of good size. He's very strong for his size.
Yeah.
And I just want to see him get to the rim. He has good handles. He has good playmaking vision.
Yeah.
So he needs to get to the rim, get confident in his shots, see the ball go inside the rim. That will open up his 2-point shot.
For sure.
And overall, I just think on the fast break, players just need to be a little bit more selfish. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of turnovers happening that are not necessary.
Yeah.
When I'm going down, fast break, 2-on-1, I'm looking to my right for a trailer. Uh-huh. The defense sees my eyes, and they can anticipate the pass for a steal. That's how Nathan Hapin is getting these steals.
Yeah.
Nathan Hapin is running. He's the fastest player on defense. Mm-hmm. He can't contest.
Sure.
He can't contest the ball.
For sure.
So if you just go up, force him to contest, and if you happen to miss, your trailer can get the offensive rebound, finish up, clean up.
Yeah.
So I think overall, these players just need to be a little bit more selfish on the fast break.
Yeah. No, that makes a ton of sense.
So what about you, Josh? What advice do you have for these players?
Okay, so I don't want to give advice to people that I don't really know, and I don't know a majority of the people in this league. So I'm going to talk to the two people that I know the best from this league. Number one, Sean. I need you to get to the rim, buddy. Like, come on, man. I know you could do it every single time if you wanted to. If you're struggling to score, stop trying to be like Luka. Stop trying to be like Steph. Just get to the rim. That's all. That's not that bad. And then the second person I got give advice to, he's actually in this room right now. Jacob, I need you to get in front of this camera right here. I need you to get in front of because I have some advice from you, man. Bro, no. Get in front of over there. All right, Jacob. I need you to give me one. You have 1 point in these 10 games. I need you to give me some points, my guy. I know you're a lot better than what you're showing on tape. I need you to be aggressive, and I need you to actually score. I want for these next 10 games, I want at least 2. At least. But I want more than that. And I know you can give it to me. What was the one shot that you made? Was it a 2-pointer? Bro. I need you to at least get inside. Make a layup, please.
Will do.
Will do. All right, Karl Anthony Towns.
All right, Josh. Who are you looking forward to seeing more of and seeing improve in the next 10 games?
You know, Jay, I kind of agreed with you on a lot of your points about Gian. And he's the one who I think is kind of like the dark horse in this league, right? I genuinely think his shots just weren't falling these 10 games. But once they do, I think he's got as good of an IQ, and I think he's as good of a shooter as Nathan. And I think like he's physically bigger than Sean Albaran. If he can find a way to make it work, I think he can possibly, in the next 10 games, have a case for most valuable noob of the year. If he just needs to get it going.
Those are great words for those of you that don't know, Gian is our Noob Basketball Association commissioner for season 3.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Gian is our commissioner. So
okay.
Yes, I hope that he can pull it together. I mean, when he makes it rain from downtown, and when he's dishing those passes, oh my gosh, it's a beauty.
Yeah. All right.
Well, for me, I want to give a shout out to Justin Lagman. He hasn't played a lot of games this past 10 games. He came a little bit in the middle of the season. Yet he's in the middle of the pack for all statistical categories.
Okay.
He's average in points, average in assists, average in rebounds.
Okay.
And I'm talking totals.
All right.
So he's hustling and bustling with half the games, and he's average compared to like Nathan Hapin with 8 games.
Sure.
Andre DeManuel with 6 games.
Sure.
Sean Albaran with 6 games.
Sure.
Jacob Canete with 6 games. All these players have a lot more games than Justin Lagman.
Yeah.
but he's average in totals.
Okay.
He's middle of the pack.
Okay.
So for me, I hope to see more from Justin, and I'm rooting for him. I hope he gets to play some more. In addition to Justin, I want to give a shout out to John Reynoso and Joe Labordo. They were just, again, shots were not falling inside. A lot of acrobatic finishes, and if those had went in, those would have been some play of the games.
Yeah.
So just keep at it, keep grinding. I look forward to seeing more from them in these next 10 games.
Fair enough.
All right, y'all. So these are our noob takes. Let us know who you think got it right. Who do you think got it wrong? Or who do you think is just plain dumb? Down in the comments. Stay tuned for the upcoming game this Friday and every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where more misses, more turnovers, and more personal fouls are to come. Make sure to give a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Don't forget to share this video as well. See you next time on Noob League Sports Second Take. And this is
Josh.
and TheJJSerg signing out. See you next time.
Cut!
Yes.
You want to go McDonald's?
Let's go, man.
Let's go!